I would like to, at the offset, say that all the people who are in the room for doing technology, I've learned from every one of them. So I completely agree with what Amy and Amani have just spoken. So I can probably pay less attention on it because it's just identical. And with Amy, my subject is also the same. So one part of the subject is the same. So the word here, when I add diversity in teaching, that's what is my complete life, diversity. If you don't have diversity, one day you will die. So if you didn't catch on to something which is there, you have to have all the good and the bad and the ugly. You'll have to deal with it because we have done face-to-face and online, and we have to make the best out of the two scenarios. If I didn't adapt, I'm out. So that way, keeping that in my mind and my life and my subject, everything is dealing with variation. So that is beautiful. And Camille has given a information on the web to everybody, so I knew I had to stick on to this. And what I find, when one is involved in yogic practice, people think one day they will be levitating. And that means you will be going above ground. And that is that you can fly. Now, it is not important that physically I should lift myself. Of course, I'm running, so I'm lifting to that extent. And some insects can run on the water so fast they look like they're flying over the water. I am not in that stage yet. But I'm talking about the levitation of my mind. I want to come out of my unreal comfort zone to be just challenged and come into the real world and fight it out. And so this is the great experience that I'm going to share with you today of online and face-to-face. I find nothing different. And I have taught for almost 3 decades face-to-face. So I know many scenarios. But on the online business, just one class I've taken. In 1996, I did one session in Tennessee where they had distance learning, and the teacher is here, and like you are here, there are 3 televisions, 3 locations, and you know, you have to just understand, raise your hand, wait. It takes 1 minute delay to communicate. So that delay is a long delay. 1 minute for me looked like a million years, you know. Just say that, and then to respond back, it's not easy. You have to wait. So these things teach you a lot of patience, which I have a little because I want faster and faster machines. But here you learn to be patient, and especially online, I'll tell you what happened. Now this is the case in Tennessee. So that was not an online, technically not a face-to-face, but somewhere I had started that journey of the technology on for teaching. Now in the online format, when you see, it was the first thing was I was not seeing my students. And yet, the communication was so powerful because I had made my presentations and I was speaking into it, and I made lots of them because I just want to be challenged. And I want the students to be fully occupied and challenged, to push them to the wall. How much they can take, that's fine. But I want to give the maximum. So that was a situation where it was very powerful. Why? I'm talking into the ear of the student. Actually, one of my colleagues, Steve Ackerman, said one day he was going in the train and suddenly found he was speaking. What happened? Somebody had his audio and he was speaking. He said, where am I? In the new world. So what will happen? I have no idea where I will board or which aeroplane I will think, hey, there I am. And to run these things online, you need an IT department, which we have a fantastic one. I don't think if I have left even 1% from Jessica to Mary. So I have not left everything from video shooting to making, everything from online teaching. Everyone has taught me. So I am a student here rather than a teacher right now. So here what you see is I have just broadly put very bold things about the common and different features and differences between online and face-to-face. The content is same, the group projects are the same, and I'm going to give you this extra credit that I'm talking about. This time an online student did a wonderful thing, and I'll close up my talk with that, of a 2-3 minute song. He just wrote a song for me with the whole content of the human origins. That was the class, and it's very nice, and I'll share it with you. And the differences here is about the exams are very different. Irene and I have been just breaking our head how to make all those problems of plagiarism or copying, cheating. No, you cannot pick up a phone and call your friend while you're doing an exam, because we are making so much, the questions so difficult, they won't be the same questions. So you wait. When you get the question, it will be totally different. So we want to have a randomized a questioning kind of a system, but we are trying to do so much more than them. Of course, if they are so smart that to beat the system, I think they should be congratulated. So we should learn from them probably. So, so what you see is that when you see this happening, we have to learn the technique. So in this case, when you are not seeing the student, it is a little bit of a confusion to begin with. But what we did, we had a video cam. Students had, some of them didn't have, and some did. And I didn't start with that, but I was encouraged to do that, and I did it. I put a video cam, and I could do more than what I wanted to do. But what you see is, that is what is required is a training. Training is very essential. Some of us as teachers are also not wanting training, because we are also wanting to be in our comfort zone. If we are put into the water, then we'll swim. I don't know swimming. So I told my students, if they really want to throw me out, they should put me in water, because I won't come out. So what happens here is, one has to be thrown into the system. Now we're going to be thrown with the new system. I got comfortable with the previous one. Now they said, no, shake yourself again. Learn the new stuff. Okay, I will do it. I'll keep alive. Otherwise, I won't be breathing. I'll sleep more time. So that will be nice. So the whole setup is so beautiful. Each one of them is coordinated. They are communicated and they talk to each other. And here what you see is, both the students and the teachers need training. Sometimes the students can tell, you know what, you can do this. Oh, wonderful, because they are tech savvy these days. And they have more money probably, or they have more gadgets, and I have less, so I can learn from them. So it's a two-way process. And what I have learned from the online, and then why am I putting these slides? Just to be very crisp about things, and then go to my online page. And here is the Adobe Presenter, which I loved. It killed me. 24/7 I worked on it. It was a challenge. The pictures, the slide, and the speaking, it was just given, and they really loved it. It was too much, but they did learn from that online course. Now, the peer review form, as you have all talked, I have done that, and that is really good. E-reserve, everybody in the library just is there to work and help you immediately. It's posted. Things are posted. Students can get what they cannot get as original articles of Nature and Science and others, which are very expensive, and even I am thrown out right now from that system. I have to again fight to get into that system, but those I could have a PDF and put it. Wimba Live Chat, Tony, not to miss her. She makes it so beautiful, not a problem. She's so cool and calm. She doesn't get excited. If things don't work, she will make it work. But she says, take it easy, we will do it. One fellow sitting across water in Florida, one person in a forest, or somebody in Africa. They were all communicating. Somebody was digging actually, so archaeological site. So it was very good. Threaded discussions. As you all have seen this, threaded discussion is a marvelous thing. Group presentation on Wimba, I'm going to show you just now. They started by saying, you know, I am having biological background and anthropology background. And when we talk about human origins, today both are really very important. And they are very technically savvy things to understand. Concepts are difficult. So the students get scared when they come. Today, I made this course, a natural science, they get credit for natural science. But in the beginning, what happens is they are afraid of biology. So I make them comfortable by giving them all the animations, and I create all of them. So I love to do that. And so the module system I love. Put up a whole week's module and put it on the web, on the blackboard, and they know exactly 8 o'clock Monday it starts. And you know who is the one who's going to go at 8 o'clock Monday? Because it's recorded, time is recorded. So I know this student is going to be there. I have to work. It must be open at 8 o'clock because she will open it. I don't want her to be disappointed. And somebody will do it on Sunday, 10 o'clock. It's okay. But it taught me, please be patient and teach them as they can do it. So that is very nice that you are standing by them constantly, but be patient that they should do it, and just keep telling them, please do it. You can call me on the phone, I'm available. And I felt I was supposed to be working 24/7. There's no rule here that when you should work, when you should not work. You could be 24/7, But I learned from others, hey, you have to tell them the time. I won't be available. But I can't do that. If it was my child, would I have said that? No. So I said, it's all right. I'll take it. And I actually don't have children, so the whole world is mine. So I learned my patience. Now look at this whole web link. You don't see it because I've run it, so it's in this color. But there are module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a huge work. So before you take, you should be really careful because it really involves a lot of work. And I'm going to show you here, I don't know which one I should show, but probably let's do the 21 last. It's human origins. So from where did you come? See here?
Module 10, lecture 21, and discuss the modern humans from Africa, Near East, and Asia, Europe, and Australia, and their cultural traditions. We have been looking at the genus Homo for a few lectures, starting with Homo habilis. At that time we learned about Homo rudolfensis too, Homo ergaster, Homo erectus, earlier thought to have left Africa first of all. Diminucy changes the picture a little bit, and so we have to rethink what is happening in the out of Africa scenario. We have the Peking man from China, and this is going to be important in this module. Homo floresiensis, we already learned how it's again changing the scenario of the out of Africa hypothesis, just like the diminucy. Now we have the Homo heidelbergensis, Homo neanderthalensis. These are the pre-modern humans.
I'm just going to pause at this. I just want to show you, you can post a picture of yours and they know who's teaching. You can have slides, so you can go by slides. You don't have to go in this order. You can stop anytime. You can pick up a picture here, a slide here, and you can talk about it. And so you can actually go through this in any way. It was very difficult for me to right now choose which one to show you, because each one I have found it very fascinating to do, how we came from where we came. But I'm going to give you a 3 minutes preview to a session. Where is that session? Here. Here? No, I want to go to the, let me go into the Vimba first because it's there, because it's a time issue. So I have loaded it. And so you see here is a Vimba session. Tony is at the background and we are all at the background and we are connecting. So somebody is coming a little 5 minutes late into the house. That's okay. So we know that is happening. Let's start the session and there's a discussion going on and people are dropping in. This is a Vimba presentation when they are doing a group project. They have met somewhere, they have met online, they have groups, and this is the presentation for the peer review. And for you have, it's just going to start. It just takes a minute. Come on, please. It should start. Yeah. Oh, what did I do? Now you see, I can take them to my parents.
I can't hear anything.
And my chart, I can have a room set for that, right? So what happens is, and we are talking about origins, human origins. They are first my connectors. Then I go backwards, right? Till where? Till the order primate. I can go anywhere. We are all one, right? But
Roger, Khalid, Lindsay, Tina, and Victorian. Victorian is still to arrive. We are waiting for her. So we'll go with that group as the last group. So we are making a choice between.
So I'm just showing you how these people have talked. So there's no video here.
All right, and basically why we chose this topic is we feel, sorry, I'm just trying to get this other slide up. That by going through the evolution of cultural tools and the language, it gives us a great basis for also the physical evolution.
So what I'm saying is they have groups and they are 3-4 people in each group and they have communicated. One girl said on the discussion board, I am so scared of biology. The other said, I am there to help you. Let's do it together. Why are you afraid? Let's do it together. You will be able to do. I am also reinforcing, and their own peer group people are saying, you know, you can do it, you can handle. She was the best in the last day. She did the best biological material when she was very scared. But here it is online. Everybody's presentation is here. As Amani said, you can go back, get the time, how much time. Everything is documented. I have to do nothing. But only one glitch today, that it got a little corrupted, so I don't have a version of MP4, but I have a live session. So you get a feel of this. And now I'm going to go, because I can afford to go in, how much time do I have?
We'd like to have a few minutes for questions.
Okay, so I will give you this one, which is a presentation of, and then go back to my slide. And this is the extra credit. How do I start? Here. Let me just lower it. It's 2 minutes. Oh, it is not there. Sorry. The starting is good. That's his extra credit.
Where did I come from? What's in my blood? How did I become human? Did I evolve from Australopithecus, ravenous, so sad and thoughtless? Chilensis, Megalopithecus, Apparatus, or Homo habilis? Did I once live in the Rift Valley? Did I leave my footprints? Totally, I could be Ollie or Lucy, or the top baby is the mystery of biology. Where did I come from? What's in my blood? How did I become human? Why is 90% of my DNA the exact same? Chimpanzee and my chromosomes 2 times 23 look a lot like a chimp. Better believe me, I'd have thought you know me. Feel the secret you see in a dream, perhaps you and me, maybe out underneath, really planted the seed.
He doesn't believe in creationism.
Where did I come from? What's in my blood? How did I become human? Oh, my God, where did I come from? What's in my blood? How did I become human? Where did I come from? What's in my blood? How did I become?
How much grades do you give? I don't know. What is his grade? See, that is a grade-less kind of a situation that I'm just going to wrap up my two. So these are all the slides that are done for them. And that many lectures in this, each has 30, 40 slides on it. And the e-reserve information and the face-to-face, as he said, I don't print out anything anymore. And I have combined the two. But what I'd like to show you is, this is what I learned and came back to biology class and started doing e-book reading to my students who hate biology. Sit with them at home, and Irene and the entire team helped me to do this. And this is what we are going to present. I used to do I have a special way of teaching students to retain their information very quickly. When they come to my office hours, there's a hot chair and they learn very quickly. So I used to do an entire review. Then they said, no, why don't you do it at a slower pace? So this is one of the, this thing, and I'll just finish in, just to show you what it is. See, you take an ebook, and so they gave me a screen and a Camtasia software and everything.
Here is a review for test 2. The chapters that are included in test 2 are 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 15. Each section, each chapter will have a separate recording.
See, I'm going to go quickly. The whole text is with, I point out, here it is, go there, just see this. And so they can just keep listening. And they said it was really a very happy situation. So each chapter is done. I'm doing the first 6 chapters. And then what is the last is, there is some anxiety. Because when you're teaching face-to-face, it's very comfortable. Everything seems to be under your control. But on the online, you need the whole team. It's just like Mrs. Clinton says, it takes an entire village, you know, dash, dash. But it takes a huge group of people. It's not one person's achievement at all. You will be just totally handicapped. So it's a huge team that is behind your back, giving you, saying, go, go, you can do it. So that was a situation where my father said, learn how to ride the bike, sit on it. And he was holding, and he was never holding, I was running. The moment I came to know he was not there, I fell down. So that is the kind of a situation. In the face-to-face, is there no anxiety? Oh, I drive long distance. Snow, traffic, dressing, everything is involved. So I will close this.
Thank you, Tara.